Welcome to Deep Thought, being conscious in every moment. You know what, I was thinking about this because, and I've been very open about having a stroke a year ago. It was a year ago. And, a lot of people see me and think, oh yeah, Rom, you've really come back from that and everything. I'm still not 100%. And I was thinking about this because one of the things when I had that stroke, I couldn't walk for a while. I mean, there was a while I just couldn't walk at all. Even in the hospital, I had to have nurses help me take a dump. That's how bad it was. I couldn't even walk to the bathroom. Couldn't walk a few feet to the bathroom. In the therapy center, I remember I tried walking and I fell and these nurses jumped on my case. They were like, you need help for all of this. And then for a while I was using wheelchairs, had to use a walker, had to use a cane, and I still got it. I still got 2 walkers and a cane. I don't have to use them like I used to. But I was thinking about this. I was going to a local grocery store with my sons, and I still had to be very conscious. I can't walk like I used to. Like where I could just walk and not think about it, right? And I had to be very conscious of every step, very conscious. I got to walk a certain way because, one of the things I used to do is my mother used to model, so she showed me some walks. And, sometimes models will walk with their feet in front of one foot in front of the other. Can't do that like I used to. So I got to be very conscious. And I thought about that. Whenever I'm moving around, I got to be very conscious. And that's tough. Let's be real. That's tough because most of the time we're not conscious. Think about when we driving. Like I got to be very conscious driving. Anybody who watches my car videos on my other channel, they might notice a slight difference. Like I don't look into the camera as much because before the stroke, I don't care where I was driving. It was like automatic. It was like, like this. I ain't even had to look at the road. See, now I had to look at the road. I got to be conscious of every moment, every time, and everything. When I'm exercising, I got to be conscious, I mean, and like I said, I'm not 100%, I'm better. But one of the things I've noticed is I gotta be conscious of every movement I make. I gotta be conscious of everything I'm doing physically, And that's like, even if I'm just sitting down, I still have to be conscious. And I was thinking about that, like how powerful that is. Because like I said, most of us ain't conscious. Let's just be real. Most of us, when we driving to work or driving someplace, if we've been there a lot of times, we're not even thinking about it. We might start at our home driving and end up wherever we going, and we ain't even notice anything along the way because we're not paying attention. We just shoot. In fact, if you really look at most people, they asleep. Most people are sleepers. In fact, you have some metaphysicians who will call them sleepers because they're not conscious of what's going on. And, it's like, I had that stroke, but then that stroke actually helped me to be conscious in every moment, to pay attention to everything. Oh, because Rom got to pay attention to everything. I can't just casually walk across the street. I gotta be like looking. It's like, is there a car coming? Because used to be, if I was crossing the street and a car was coming, I could just move real quick. Yeah, Rom can't run like he used to. Rom can't run. I gotta build back up to it. And I'm working on that every day, but still, you start thinking about some stuff. I was thinking about that whole consciousness thing. Like most people are asleep. Most people, they just sleepwalking. Most people are unconscious. Let's put it like that. They're not noticing everything around them. Because one thing, when you conscious, you start paying attention. Every little thing. It could be a squirrel, it could be a bird, whatever. You start seeing stuff around you that normally you wouldn't see, You wouldn't see. You all of a sudden, because you got to start, you got to keep your head on the swivel for everything. And not in a bad way, not like you in a bad neighborhood, but you have to stay up. You have to stay up. Because anytime, like if I'm at the store, if I got to walk from my car to the store, walk through the store, get what I'm going to get, walk back to the car. Oh, I gotta be thinking. I can't walk like I used to. Can't do that model walk or that thug walk or whatever. Nah, I gotta walk a certain way so I don't fall. And shoot, even doctors, they be asking, it's like, you fell? It's like, no, no. That's how deep it is. But see, that helps you in a way, because that's keeping you awake. That's keeping you awake. A lot of people aren't awake. Seriously, when you go out, pay attention to people. Just really look at them. Most people don't see stuff. Most people, even, I don't care where you at. You could be at walking down the street. You could be at a shopping mall. Most people aren't conscious. And when they're at home, they're especially not conscious. They're doing stuff automatically. You know, they doing stuff automatically. They ain't thinking about it. They following a schedule or something. And when they follow that schedule, all of a sudden they can be asleep. You know, they can be asleep. Like a lot of people are especially asleep in the mornings when they go into their job. That's why it's a big business, like either places selling like donuts or something, that's sugar to wake them up, or coffee places to wake them up, because they are still asleep. They still asleep. They have to be awakened. Shoot, even when they're on jobs, there's a lot of people sleeping through some jobs, depending on what they're doing. They're not awake. They're not awakened. See, it's important that you be in the moment. That's important. I haven't talked about that in a long time, but being conscious means you being in the moment. You got to be right there. You got to pay attention to everything. You got to see everything. You have to be at that moment. That's how people get in accidents. They're not awake. You know, they run into like car accidents. A lot of times, a lot of car accidents means the person's not awake. They ain't see the other car. They're not thinking. They're not paying attention. You have to do that. Because I remember an accident I almost got in. This is before the stroke. I was turning and I was like, wait, where'd that car come from? It was like all of a sudden, I wasn't awake. Now it's like, shoot, you're looking at everything. So it's very important. You want to be conscious in every single moment. You want to be awake. And I'm going to tell you what, it does take practice. And I mean, you know, I don't want y'all to have a stroke or anything like that or something medical for it to happen. It's something that you practice. Practice being in the moment. Practice being awake in every single moment. And it might take a while. It might take a while. It might not be something you can do right away, but it's something that you can develop. It's something that you can develop. You'll just say, you know what, I'm going to pay attention when you get up in the morning. Just start paying attention around your home, and then outside your home when you going out. It's very important. Like I said, I don't want y'all to have a stroke or anything like that for it to happen, you know. But I want y'all to do it, because then you start seeing stuff. You start paying attention to stuff. You start seeing extra things that could be of help, things that could keep you safe, all right? So I want y'all to think on that, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today, and I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.